Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Los Angeles Angels vs New York Yankees, Baltimore Orioles vs Tampa Bay Rays, Chicago Cubs vs Cincinnati Reds, Atlanta Braves vs Miami Marlins, and Houston Astros vs Kansas City Royals, which are happening on Monday, August 16, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Los Angeles Angels vs New York Yankees. Well, this is a lot of juice to lay. The red-hot Yankees deserve to be this big of a favorite over an Angels team that is sliding. Los Angeles' offense has been stuck in a rut over the last 3 weeks, and the pitching staff certainly isn't good enough to make up for it, especially against a strong opponent. Suarez was terrific out of the bullpen to help his overall stats, but a 5.78 ERA in 6 starts doesn't inspire much confidence heading into hitter-friendly Yankee Stadium, especially given how cold the offense is right now. Los Angeles is averaging just 2.94 runs per game over its last 15 contests, as the injuries to star players are finally catching up to the Angels, and they have turned an eye to the future with multiple rookies in the lineup. The Los Angeles Angels are an average offensive team this season, as they are 12th in the majors with a .733 OPS. This offense has been depleted as center fielder Mike Trout has missed a significant amount of time, and third baseman Anthony Rendon has suffered an injury that will keep him out for the remainder of the season. This Angels team has been scoring on the road despite the injuries, as they are scoring 4.04 runs per road game this season. Designated hitter Shohei Ohtani has been leading the Angels' offense, as he has a 1.017 OPS this year, with 39 home runs and 86 RBI. It will be interesting to see how the Angels are viewed without 2 of their top 3 hitters and a potential AL MVP on their roster. My betting advice for that game is to pick Yankees -1.5. Baltimore Orioles vs Tampa Bay Rays. After showing some fight by winning 10 of their first 15 games after the All-Star break, the Orioles have come apart and head into Monday on an 11-game losing streak. The Orioles were swept by the Boston Red Sox, losing 8-1 on Friday, 16-2 on Saturday, and 6-2 on Sunday. Over the team's last 25 games, Baltimore is 17th in MLB with a .250 team batting average and 12th with a .440 slugging percentage. Despite the lack of overall team success, Cedric Mullins has been a star for the Orioles this season, ranking 6th in MLB with a 4.8 WAR, wins above replacement, 2nd with a .322 batting average, and tied for 4th with 22 stolen bases, while adding 20 home, which is tied for the team lead with fellow outfielder Trey Mancini. Mancini has had a tremendous bounce-back season after recovering from colon cancer, and is 2nd on the club with 61 RBI. Third baseman Ryan Mountcastle is 2nd on the Orioles with 19 home runs, but leads the way with 63 RBI. It's another lost season for the Baltimore Orioles, as they have the worst record in the American League. They have lost 11 straight games and 12 of their last 13. After a 6-2 loss to the Red Sox on Sunday, the Orioles are 38-78, 32 games behind Tampa Bay. Keegan Akin took the loss to fall to 0-7. Jorge Mateo had 2 hits for Baltimore. My betting advice for that game is to pick Tampa Bay Rays -1.5. Chicago Cubs vs Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have thrived against the Cubs this season. They have topped them in 7 out of the last 8 meetings and lead the season series 9-4. It's been ugly for the Cubs since trading their stars, losing 11 consecutive games overall. They were just swept by the Marlins, and all but 2 defeats in that span occurred by at least 2 runs. Furthermore, Reds starter Wade Miley has been consistent for the most part. He has held his opponent to 3 or fewer runs in 6 out of his last 7 starts. The Cubs are in the middle of their worst slump of the season, losing their last 11 games and 17 of their last 19 contests. They will try to put an end to their losing streak with a win over the Reds, which will give them their second win in their last 9 games against Cincinnati. My betting advice for that game is to pick Cincinnati Reds minus 1.5. Atlanta Braves vs Miami Marlins. All the attention will be on Atlanta coming into this series, but this is a sneaky good spot for Miami. The Braves are in the midst of a lengthy road trip and had to travel on Sunday night. Miami has quietly been on a nice run lately, winning its last 4 games. Toussaint should never be laying this big of a price against anyone other than Baltimore or Arizona. Garrett had one bad outing, but he has been solid during his rookie campaign. The Atlanta Braves are making a run into the playoffs the second half of the season, and they are looking for big wins to widen the gap in the NL East. The Braves are top 10 in the league in runs scored, averaging 4.8 runs per game. The Braves are also top 10 in the league in runs only allowing 4.3 runs per game. The Braves are also red hot with an 8-2 record in their last 10 games, winning 2 in a row. Touki Toussaint is expected to get the start for the team against the Marlins. Touki Toussaint has a 1-2 record this season with a 4.28 ERA and 27 IP. He has not pitched much this season, giving him a real chance here against the Marlins. In his most recent game, Touki pitched 5 innings, allowing 2 runs and getting 5 Ks. He had a decent outing and gave the Braves a good chance to win the game. The Marlins are 11 games back of Atlanta, putting them in 4th place. Their offense ranks number 18 in the majors with a team batting average of .238. First baseman Jesus Aguilar leads the team with 105 hits and a .260 average. He is the team leader with 22 home runs. Shortstop Miguel Rojas has been the only other consistent performer at the plate, recording 98 hits. The rookie had not allowed more than 3 runs in any of his previous starts. His spot in the rotation is not secure moving forward. My betting advice for that game is to pick Miami Marlins. Houston Astros vs Kansas City Royals. There isn't a stadium around that can keep the Royals safe from the Astros' hard-hitting bats. So the Astros are clearly going to eat at the plate. They have both the power and slashing consistency to make this thing ugly. The Houston Astros have been one of the best teams in the sport as they are second in the majors with a .778 OPS this year. Houston has been getting the bat on the ball as their .266 team batting average and .339 OBP is leading MLB so far this season. This Astros squad has been declining in their offensive numbers throughout the month of August as they are scoring 4.45 runs per game, which most teams would kill for. The same Cardinals team with the 5th worst run scoring defense in the league was suddenly looking prolific at the plate against this Royals team. That's a bad sign when the Astros are averaging 5.73 runs per game on the road this season. Carlos Hernandez, 24, gets his chance to play hero for Kansas City when starting at pitcher in the opener. He hasn't yielded more than 1 earned run in 3 consecutive starts, once on the road against the Chicago White Sox and twice at home against the New York Yankees and White Sox, again. The Royals are hopeful the arrow continues to point upwards for the young righty. With the bullpen already averaging a 4.72 ERA, it's going to take some impressive solo work from Hernandez for the Royals to have a shot at hanging around. My betting advice for that game is to pick Houston Astros. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.